free throw line.
Well, you know, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Cavaliers ahead, running away with it. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Clay created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Kyrie Irving is out there with LeBron James. And it's Smith. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Mozgov. And it's the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
With the pass. Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set. Well, it's funny. Back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he'd given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. But guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how good he is.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, thank you, Kevin. As you know, Russell Westbrook, one of the most competitive guys you'll meet. He looks as though he is angry on the court, and quite often he is. As Kevin Durant has said, anger could be good and bad, but it's on the good side for us. He doesn't like anybody he is playing against. He does a great job every single game of playing with fire and with force. Guys?
He's something else, Doris. Thanks. Here's Westbrook. Averaging 28 points a game. Durant in the corner. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov.
You know, with the movement we've seen the last decade with teams heading to Oklahoma City and for a time Sacramento, is it time for the NBA to look at realigning some teams? Might not happen yet, but we're getting close to maybe a reshuffling being needed.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving.
Well, if the defender doesn't buy the pump fake, there's a good chance he's going to be able to tip that ball loose. What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, was angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I'd call it an irate finish.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Mozgov. And it's Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. LeBron dishes to Shumpert. James, the pass to Shumpert.
He gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
Yeah, but he got a little lucky getting away with it. That could have very easily been called a technical foul.
No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner, going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you got it, Clark. And now a look at the rankings for LeBron. 3rd in scoring, 7th in assists, and defensively, he's been really good. He ranks in the top 20 in the league in steals.
And, Steve, you mentioned his unbelievable points per game ranking. I mean, this guy is a guy I would call buckets.
Cleveland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Count the bucket. Durant's got 10.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Irving's shot is good.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. And stolen by Love. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Here now a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the 3. Number 5 is Kevin Love.
It's amazing these days. There's just so many good outside shooting big men. That didn't used to be the case in the NBA, but now the floor is spread all over the place because you've got so many big-time shooters at that 4 and 5 spot.
Yeah, you make a good point there, Steve. Big guys shooting the ball well. It's part and parcel of the game now. You go back a generation, there were only a fraction of big men who could knock down outside shots like we're seeing currently.
Morrow kicks to Durant. The dish to Morrow. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And remember last season, a fan who ran out the court was wearing a shirt saying, "Kyrie, don't go." The fans were definitely, Clark, getting nervous.
And what a terrific turnaround for this franchise. I mean, last season struggled with chemistry concerns. Help has now arrived in a big way, and the mood around this city and the team has taken a complete 180.
Nick Collison's checked in for Durant. Waiters passes to Morrow. Waiters dishes to Cantor. Puts up the baby hook. Collison kicks to Augustine. 4 on the clock. From deep, Morrow. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 19-6 run. James with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. That 3 off the mark. Thunder have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's James. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Morrow kicks to Collison. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
The drive by James. Can't cash in from close range.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cleveland ahead, opening up a huge gap. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
4.5 will get you in the game. Anything less is a game. That's the way
So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Nick Collison, Anthony Morrow out there with Jones. Then there's DJ Augustine, and it's Waiters in at the 2.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
Jones the pass to Augustine. He dishes it to Collison.
Tell you what, he's not going to win any high jump competition, so it's a good thing he doesn't have to go too far to get to the rim.
I'm not sure he could, or any of us could slip a piece of paper under him when he takes off.
It doesn't matter much, though, Kevin, because he's such a big man. I mean, if he gets position, forget about it.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Kevin Love's checked in for Verejao. Smith comes in for James Jones. LeBron, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. The drive by LeBron.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 38 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
The Thunder, and especially Kevin Durant, seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title, but they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title, even if you are a really good team with star power. Hammer time!
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw one.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
Knocked loose.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
That drops.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Shots good by Waiters.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
It's LeBron with the drive.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Durant with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark, that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Perkins, he's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Marion in for Smith. Here's Ibaka. And the rebound goes to Perkins.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yep, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And a wide open look for Irving. Hands it from downtown.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
That's right. I think it's time for them to start closing down. You've got to run shooters off that three-point line.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
Oof. Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful. This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
And stolen by Perkins. Nobody near Irving. And Cleveland again with the bucket. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark. That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Looking to end the run.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backcourt.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Coach. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list. And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 52 points for LeBron.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Adams. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
You gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Irving for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
You gotta make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from three-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
Westbrook dishes to Robertson. Here's Adams. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad